Hi, friends. We are live.
Hello, everyone.
And Sabrina always has the best welcomes for our live crew.
We know you're excited, girl, but
I'm over it. I'm done.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's great.
Verizon is my mortal enemy.
Well, TGIF.
Oh, yes. Thank God.
I'm
Thank
thankful.
God.
Praise.
Praise the space aliens for Friday.
The space aliens and the galactic energies and the universe. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I am
Yes.
living for Friday.
Oh, looking forward to a beautiful day tomorrow. The weather is supposed to be stupendous in New Jersey. Sunny, like mid to upper 60s.
Yes, even though I heard snow next week. I'm just going to put that out there.
I welcome the snow because me and warm weather, we are not friends.
They don't mix.
I turned my air conditioner on today.
My attic fan worked, so that was nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
There's going to be this super small thing in this big, vast curtain area.
Hey.
Well, I know, we're a paranormal team. However, we are a little different than most paranormal teams because we don't consider the paranormal to just be spirit and ghosts and everything. We consider it to be everything of the unknown, including cryptozoology, space aliens, all that good stuff. So tonight, we're going to have a grand old time talking about all the celestial events and possible entities that have been in the news a lot, quite a lot lately. Like,
time's up. No, I'm kidding.
What is that sound, Sabrina?
It's my clock.
Oh,
nothing works in this house.
What is happening? And yet you have the most sounds coming from your end all the time.
You do.
Because everything's broken. It's screaming for me to put it out of its misery. This is cries for help.
Well, well, at least you got rid of the smoke detector sound.
Yes.
Because I have to admit that was driving me a little batty.
Just listen.
Oh, wait, you still have it?
Yeah, I heard it the other day.
Can't. Look at Gail.
You need to find it and replace the batteries.
Yeah,
please.
that would drive me up a wall.
You know what? The beings would do me a favor if this place burned to the ground at this point. So
no,
I don't need
don't
to
say that.
No,
don't ever say that.
You have too many furry roommates to want to have that.
It's fine. Diane can give us a house.
Diane, I see Diane as being a good negotiator.
Diane the cat.
No, Diane would walk in and own it.
Exactly. That's how you negotiate. You have the confidence and you say, I'm not paying for that. Knock the price down.
You see this? It's mine. I touch it, it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Oh, you don't want to give it to me? I'm just gonna, sniff it for a second and then wipe my butt on it, and now it's really mine.
She wants her butt on everything. I feel bad because she doesn't have a tail, so I'm like, it's like everything's out there.
You can get her one of those bedazzled, things.
What am I gonna hook it to? She has no tail.
But she has a stub.
Yeah, but it goes like this all the time, so it'll just fall off.
How do we go from talking about this? How we're gonna go from this to aliens?
Sabrina's the best at segues. Remember our Dustin Perry Q&A? She's so good at it.
I'm really good at being super distracted.
You're not.
Anyway, so for tonight,
aliens,
or as I like to call them, aliens, yes. So, as I was saying, Epicedium isn't just about ghosties. We also talk about anything of the unknown, including cryptozoology, celestial beings, all that good stuff. And seeing as they've been in the news quite a lot lately, we thought it'd be fun to talk about that. To talk about aliens. Do they exist? Are they here already? Possibly some good TV shows or documentaries you can watch. Britt, what was that one that you and I watched? Oh shoot, it was on Hulu. Do you remember the name of it?
No, but I remember it being like classified or something like that.
Yeah, so it was this gentleman who was actually hired by like president-elects to be like, can you look into stuff for me? Because even certain presidents aren't privy to certain information because, plausible deniability and all that. For any of you who have seen the movie Independence Day, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So, they're not told everything because you know what? They're an elected official with a temporary office. So there are people who have careers within the government who actually take care of this stuff that even they're like, I don't think the president needs to know that. So the president hires this guy to try to do research, look up like official government documentation and all that. And of course, the majority of it is redacted because God forbid we actually know what's going on, not only in our country, but in our world, in our solar system. But,
Right.
we're just not prepared for that yet because human beings are just little babes. We're little babies in the eyes of the universe.
Even though it's funny because the Earth is very old. But yeah, we're young.
Yeah. Evolutionary speaking, we're just little babies.
Yeah, and so I'm like, that leads me to wonder, like, what else is out there, like in terms of beings? I'm like, how old are they?
Right.
Or how old is their line? Or you know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah. See, I grew up on watching sci-fi with my dad. I watched Star Trek. I watched Stargate SG-1. Like all of these shows. And so I grew up with the idea of aliens, but I also grew up during a time when they were like, okay, you made fun of people who believed in them. Like even scientists who wanted to study it, like they got made fun of. And recently it's become much more acceptable to be like, hey, did you see that weird UFO in the sky last night? I'm going to put that up on TikTok because that seems to be a thing. So let's go around. Round table. Girls' night of Epicedium. Who believes in aliens? Do you both believe in them?
Yeah.
Oh, Vulcan salute. You got to stick the thumb out too. Come on.
Are you really geeking out with each other right now? I can't handle it.
Live
Take
long
me
and
to your leader. It's like the lobster people. I'm not getting distracted. Anyway, aliens.
Yes. No, lobster people. It's like what the show Futurama. There's that guy who's like what's his name?
I've watched that.
But he's a lobster doctor.
Yeah. The funniest part though, how funny would it be if we all were to meet an alien and do that? They'd be like,
I can guarantee you if I met an alien, I would not do that.
I might, because Leonard Nimoy, R.I.P. Thank you, sir. Live long and prosper.
Do this?
No. This time it was just live long and prosper.
I can't.
So that's interesting that all three of us believe in aliens. And I love the fact that we can say that without fear of being mocked. We might be made fun of for that.
Bring it on. Listen. We're weird. We believe in weird things. Whatever.
We're a paranormal group.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. People tell me all the time, you think you're an animal? And I'm like,
no.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the name. Paranormal.
Yeah, exactly. But I think searching for the unknown is somewhat normal. Yeah. I don't know.
I find it boring. No offense to those non-believers, but I find it boring when people are just like, nah, we're dirt when we die, or they're like, there's nothing else out there, we're all alone. I'm like, that is the most depressing thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. But it's also kind of funny though, because if we all know science, you know what I mean? It's like
matter's neither created or destroyed. It just continually exists.
Right. So how can you say that we don't continue on in some way, shape, or form, or or fashion?
Yeah. Even if it's just unconscious energy.
Yeah.
I don't feel we as a species are progressed enough to understand yet how that energy can have consciousness.
Right.
when it's not within a physical body. So,
It's fascinating though.
I mean, these are the same people who I feel like hundreds of years ago, if you know, would be one of those people that's like, the earth is flat. And I'm like, okay. Well, scientists back then they thought that.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to put down skeptics, please. I don't want angry emails. This is not my intent at all.
No.
I'm just saying, like, I find it fascinating that a person can be so 100% dead certain that they know everything about science and everything, to without even a shred of doubt say, maybe. That's all I ask for, is the maybe.
Mhm. I agree.
All the Flat Earth Society people are going to start inboxing Brittany on Instagram, and they're going to start sliding in her DMs.
I'm gonna be like, don't hate on us. Thank you.
No, just send them to my team email address and be like, that was not the opinion of the team. That was an unfortunate comment by Gail, and she can respond to your feedback.
I'm dying. That's so funny.
I just ask for the maybe. That's all I ask for.
No, I agree.
If you can believe that there's nothing else, as long as you are also willing to admit, like, a tiny bit of you is like, maybe.
But if the earth were flat, we would fall off the edge, and then where does Australia go? On the bottom?
I mean, sometimes I wish they would, because of all the scary spiders they have there.
Yeah, they've got some scary stuff. I'm never going there.
Well, New Zealand's like Australia light.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody from New Zealand.
No. It's beautiful in both places.
They don't
Look at
have,
them.
it's like, they don't have any of the poisonous anything.
It's weird.
But they have their amazing accent. I love the accent. Oh.
Wait. This just gave me an idea, because I have thought about this. And we're talking about different countries, and then that brought me to the ocean. I don't know how. Anyway, so do you guys think it's possible that there could be, let's say, alien life forms living on the bottom of the ocean?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I truly, again, maybe.
You just brought it back.
Do I know for sure? No.
How do
I
you-
think?
How do you know something hasn't evolved down there in the dark and built like a whole city?
Right.
And
We can't even,
Ariel's late to her concert for her father. You don't know.
right. And I don't think we could even like put technology down there, because it's way too
No.
far.
There are
too
areas,
cold.
there are areas of the ocean that go so deep that the water pressure would crush anything man-made that would go down that far.
Mhm.
And there are some horrifying videos and pictures of deep sea creatures with the big.
How do you not have a better security system? Come here and get crushed.
Right.
You kill me.
But alien technology can get
That's
around
true.
that. They can get around that.
Oh, I'm
'cause they're
pretty
I would just
sure.
wonder that, like, besides the
Atlantis
animals,
exists.
there's got to be something else down there.
Well,
Come on.
even if let's say a comet like crashed in the ocean, sank to the deep sea, and there was like, minerals, molecules, DNA or whatever on that comet that evolved into creatures down there, those are technically aliens. They just evolved in the deep sea, right?
That's true.
They live among us.
This is like a possible like Hellier moment.
Oh, rabbit hole. Let's go down the rabbit hole.
But too bad we can't like look into this, right? Because no one's going down there.
No one's going down the rabbit hole.
So upset.
My one cat is watching me from around the corner like a creeper right now.
Because he's wondering why you have these theories, and your cat's like, you people are weird.
Yeah.
Your cat is judging you.
He's like sitting halfway around the corner. So just like his fluffy head is I just see him staring at me.
I also want to know. So these UFO sightings. Here's a thought.
Yeah.
Are they actually physically here?
What do you mean? Is it an astral projection, or are
Right.
they physically here?
Or is it physically? Because obviously, again, we're not going to catch one, right? So unless we have, and I don't know about it.
I personally think they have physically been here and they continue to visit, if only because of that documentary I watched, which I really have to look it up.
Yeah, you did. I don't remember the name of that.
So that was spectacular because it even talks about how like there have been fighter pilots from different countries that have run into UFOs that with such advanced technology, like they didn't know what to do about it. And these were like unofficial records that they won't put like out there for people to read, but there were witness testimonies, which of course, you know, everybody can say, they're lying or making it up or whatever, but like there's so many of them, how can you refute so many of them? I'm Googling Hulu documentary aliens.
I actually saw something recently. I forget what it was. I think there were like people being interviewed about like their abduction stories or like possible like UFO sightings, whatever.
Right.
And this one woman, I forget what this was on, but she was explaining how she and like I think a few other people that she was with had seen like this huge light, and obviously something that was holding the light, you know, that was coming, the light was coming out of, and someone she knew was right underneath that light, and years later died from cancer, and they were told due to like radiation of some kind. And I was like, okay.
So she thinks she unfortunately got cancer due to the probing or whatever they were doing.
Yeah, like, no, due to the light from that UFO, apparently. They think it's like radiation from that. And I'm like,
well, I'm thinking like if she was under that light,
yeah,
I wonder if they like scanned her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was the radiation, because the radiation is what they use for.
I mean, if we're talking like high tech technology that we've never seen before, it's possible. I don't know.
Totally.
You know, that's crazy though.
The documentary is called Unacknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
And the person who I was referring to that gets hired and researches all of this is Dr. Stephen M. Greer.
Yeah, he's cool. He knows a lot.
He's very knowledgeable, and he had an inundating amount of testimonies from higher up people. I'm talking like astronauts, people who worked in the government for an extended amount of time. And they all said the same thing, which was like, oh yeah, it's been happening for a while. It's just the world is like covering it up because they're afraid of like mass panic from the human race.
But like, if they're just like, let's just say they're observing, you know. But then again, you have all these abduction stories. Like, I don't even know anymore. You know what I mean?
I do wonder though how much of it is them. Maybe they're communicating with like leaders or whoever, and they flat out say to them like, look, don't tell your people yet, because we have been watching you and we know what happens when you guys are faced with something of the unknown, and it basically your default response is like war. So don't. I mean, we have kind of
maybe we're just some kid's science project.
Maybe.
It's so crazy.
We're like that. We're like it's Tamagotchi.
Yeah. Well, think of
fly
like
with me right now.
And like right now, with how bad the last couple of years have been, I think that kid has forgotten to check in on us. Our Tamagotchi is dying.
You forgot about us.
We've gone from a healthy dinosaur.
Alert!
Sims game gone rogue.
Oh my God. What if the dinosaurs were like his first try at the Tamagotchi, and he like
it was a Tamagotchi of the 90s.
And he killed them. He killed the dinosaurs, and we're like round 2 for him where he's like, okay, let me try again.
We're like the elevated Tamagotchis, the Sims.
Yeah.
We're Sims.
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 I don't know. It's like that. Not to reference another stupid movie again, but like the movie Men in Black, how at the end they zoom out and you just see like the aliens playing with like what looks like marbles. And we're one of the marbles.
Yeah.
Like our whole galaxy is in one marble.
We literally walk around like more sugar water because all we want is sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, that bug alien. Yeah.
The cockroach or something.
Yeah.
Sugar water.
Yeah. You do that impression a little too well.
Yeah.
I have a coworker who does it perfect, and we've had him do it like 1,000 times. So I've learned from watching him.
Oh, okay. Give credit where it's due.
Plus,
So that's good.
I have no chin, so it just kind of melts into my neck. So it looks like a skin suit anyway. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want to like interview a few astronauts so bad because I'm like, you can't tell me that like going like leaving Earth, right? Going into like you've seen nothing. Stop it.
Well, in this not to keep going back to this thing, but in this documentary, it's not even just like American astronauts, but like there's a few Russian astronauts that, you know, officially all had the same hallucination at the same time where they witnessed these like floating things around their spacecraft as they were orbiting Earth. And I'm like, what are the odds that 3 separate individuals hallucinated the exact same thing at the exact same time?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
No.
So, but yeah, I highly recommend people check it out. It's on Hulu, like I said. They also talk about, I don't remember if it was in that documentary or not, the different kinds of aliens. Because, you know, there are some kind of like famous ones that people, you know, everybody talks about the grays, okay? That's like your stereotypical like little gray aliens with the big heads, long fingers.
Who apparently is in like the desert, like Arizona areas, apparently.
Okay. If they like hot, dry weather, enjoy, because I don't want it. You can keep the desert. But then there are some, you know, the green ones that people also talk about that are, I think they're more like taller, leaner, you know what I mean? They have the big eyes and everything. And then they have the ones that they refer to as like the Nordics, which I found super intriguing.
Do you remember their names though? Like their official name?
No, I just well, like their slang term, I guess you'd call it, is the Nordics, because they look like really tall blonde people.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I just don't remember their name.
And they're supposedly like, those ones are like living among us because they look so humanoid that some people can't tell the difference, but they live in like warmer climates like Florida, which, you know, this is what the internets say, okay?
I've heard of some galactic energy or alien names, like the Arcturians, the Pleiadians. I think the reptilians is one.
The reptilians, yeah, that literally look like reptiles. Supposedly.
I forget the other ones. All I want to know is how many are out there? Where do they live? How far away are they? Will you be my friend?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think just like people, they're not all good. They're not all bad.
Right.
Some of them are probably more fun and friendly than others, but
just teach me your ways, your spiritual ways, if you have any. You know what I'm saying?
I have.
What if they never die?
Who, the aliens?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, what if there's ones that have lived for like a few hundred years?
There has to be.
Like a vampire.
I mean, think of the commute from at least Pluto to here.
But think of all the things that they've seen.
I feel like some of them are definitely more energetically connected than we are in terms of like being able to tap into that like core like just energy of the universe, where they can probably communicate. They probably communicate like telepathically, you know what I mean? Or just like are more laid back. Some say that angels are actually just higher celestial beings of like space energies, like aliens.
I mean, the only reason I could really see that is because my research has taken me to, I guess, understand from what other people are saying is that they have a different look to them. Then they don't look human. Their natural or like real form is not human. So I can see that.
What, the aliens or the angels?
The angels.
Well, the Bible describes them as being very non-human. Like some of them, the ones higher up in like the hierarchy,
right?
Some of them are described as being kind of horrifying, with like 15 legs and 5 mouths and multiple eyes, like, and you know, but they present themselves differently, knowing that like the human race just could not take that in without flipping out. So.
What happens when you only use a small percentage of your brain?
Yeah. We're a little limited.
Yeah, but I
They
would.
might use more of their brain. You don't know.
I would
Maybe.
love though if they could teach us to speak telepathically to each other, because I would never open my mouth ever again.
Oh, I would still open my mouth. Screw that.
Yeah.
Over it.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Verizon. Done.
Let's not go.
Over,
You
John.
don't go
I'm in your
there.
head and I'm in your ear.
You're too much.
You're
Yeah,
like,
but I can see that.
what telepathic? Yeah, we
Or
do.
angels being aliens or of alien form, something. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, if it's true and the human race really is that unevolved from like some of these aliens, we're basically like the slugs of the universe, where we're just like, wait, what? Like we don't understand, you know? We just don't get it. And so instead of just trying, have you ever tried to explain something to someone and they just don't get it? Like these aliens probably 1,000, 2,000 years ago probably helped us build the pyramids and try to explain to us like space, energy, aliens, and all that. And, you know, back then we were just all like, and so they were like, you know what? It's okay. We'll just watch you for a bit, see how you do.
Yeah, they're like, we tried. We're over it.
We're the Jabba the Hutts of the alien world. We're just slugs.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
another question too is
Yeah.
Earth our world or is it theirs?
It's that kid science project. Stop it.
That kid's Tamagotchi.
Maybe we're the aliens. Maybe we came from somewhere else and they planted us here. They were like,
all I know is that kid better get an A
on our project.
on the project.
Are those different looking angels looking that way to match an alien species, perhaps?
Ooh,
Maybe.
that's a thought.
Maybe.
That's a thought.
That
That's
is good. That is a good question. Like, because you have to think the Bible written like 2,000 years ago, and the men who wrote it were being given this information from the angels. So I think a light bulb just went off next to Brittany's head.
Because if you think of just like all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're of such a high vibration, they could be able to match anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
they're up there all the time.
Well, because they
Right.
know everything, right?
Well, I mean,
but how did they exist?
the aliens or
No.
the angels or
The
both?
Celestials.
Everything.
So
Well, that's the big
one
question.
body of energy fell in love with another body of energy, and those bodies of energy came. That's my assumption, and I'm sticking with it.
They made a bebe.
They made a baby energy.
Not the baby.
The bebe.
We are the
We're
baby energy. And that's why we are the babies of the alien world.
I feel like we're gonna die bebes though.
You see how I brought this all the way back around?
But like,
all the way back around.
but why can't we like rise up, ascend higher, be one with alien intelligence,
Because
something?
we only use 10% of our brain. 8%. Some 4.
I feel like, you know, in the Austin
dying.
Powers movies where the robots like get overloaded and then they explode. I feel like that would be happening to us if we like actually got the true information of
Right.
aliens. We would be like, oh.
Look, it's Chris.
Oh, hi, Chris. Oh, I love that you check in on our
I have
lives.
a question for that question. How
Wait,
do
wait.
you know which one's the left sock?
I blame the aliens for things like Trevor Bell and all those missing left socks because who else?
But how do you know which one's the left sock?
Maybe your left foot is bigger than your right foot, so when you go to put the sock on, you know if it's too small, it's for the wrong foot.
Okay.
My question to that is it aliens or is it ghosts taking the socks or is it both?
Maybe. Wait, guys.
Oh God.
Wait. Maybe when we pass on and we become spirit or ghost or whatever. Oh, he always puts the right one on. So then the missing one has to be the left one. See, makes so much more sense now.
Right? That's so funny.
So what if as a ghost because we might be able to ascend to a higher plane or whatever, we then become like alien level where we're like on par with the aliens.
Or like,
when we die.
yeah. Or like, what if we work with them?
Yeah.
Or
No.
we lost
No.
Sabrina.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm
That's
tapping
fine.
out, guys. Nope.
No.
Nope. I don't think we're that special.
Yeah. You think
Yeah, but-
even in our afterlife we can't comprehend like
Yeah.
where the aliens are at?
Yeah, like if we're consciousness after this body, right? Like
We're still a lost cause.
I don't think they don't want us to work with them. Look at us. I mean, you really think they want us on their team? They're gonna be like, no.
But
no,
wait, what if in past lives we've worked with them before?
no,
We
we're
just don't
like,
remember it.
listen, if this were dodgeball, we wouldn't be the last ones picked. Like, and the person having to take us would be rolling their eyes, like, oh, fine, Earth.
Our luck, we've reincarnated like 50 million times.
I still don't get it.
We still can't get it right.
We don't get it. We're like that. We're either that pig-headed or that like dumb. We're just not catching on, guys.
I feel like our spirit guides are like,
So I actually heard an interesting conversation a week or two ago on a TikTok live session where they were talking about aliens and how somebody's past life they were an alien in a past life. Okay. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I'm not quick enough to dodge either of them. I'm screwed either way. So, but in this live session, so this person was an alien in a past life. They felt they were, and so they were like, "Why would you like reincarnate here as a human? You know, it's like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, limit yourself." And they said, the emotions and reactions that human beings have are very unique to the rest of the universe because some aliens are on such a higher level of consciousness and awareness that they don't get upset like we do. Like they're just like I'm okay, it'll be fine, whatever, like energy's energy, yada yada. And so they actually come here to experience what it's like to be this emotional and passionate and just this basic because they've never felt emotions like this before. Like you can't come here and not live a life where you're just like you get mad at something or you love something, right? Or like, I hate to put it this way, but like they're at such a higher level, like they might not have the same desires that we do that result in very passionate moments, you know what I mean? Because
so then wait, what do they do? That is my question.
Well, maybe like you said, they live like so long. Maybe they don't have to procreate, or if they do, it's very much just an energy exchange.
That's true. Or like maybe they clone because if they have the technology or something.
Well, according to SG1, Stargate SG1, the little grays reproduced through cloning, and they did it so many times their DNA was starting to break down and it was starting to become a problem. Like, to think of it as like
I think my front door blew open. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Think of it as like a whole lot of inbreeding when you clone.
Really back for a second though. Let's think about this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is actually funny. Hold on.
That's a scary thought that we could be a theme park for aliens. We might be.
You never know.
They pay admission to fly into our orbit and watch us basically act like fools.
Do you think we're a vacation spot? Like people pick it on the map, like they spin the universe and they're like, yes, there, that's where I want to go, Earth.
Yeah. A little kid alien is like, Mom, I want to go to Six Flags. Which one do you want to go to, honey? I want to go to the one with the little babies who don't know how to like live right.
You're talking Earth.
You're talking about Six Flags Earth, yes. Yes. Okay.
Or more Dorney Park then, I guess.
I just like
Action Park. We're the action park of the universe.
Oh my God.
My God.
So for those outside of New Jersey, Action Park was
a documentary on it.
Yeah, Google Action Park.
Is that the one that someone just bought to like redo?
No,
they
were
already
a long
redid
time
it.
ago. Yeah.
I actually went there to what used to be Action Park to go zip lining, and it was quite fun and safe. The ski lifts are used to bring you to the top of the mountain now to zip line down. Endless TikTok video. Well,
100.
that would defeat the purpose of the TikTok because they're only 60 seconds. If we're endless, then
Yeah, but what if they made the algorithm?
we're an endless TikTok live. Endless TikTok live. That's what we are. Faux show.
That's so funny.
Oh yeah,
So
they
many
probably
possibilities.
there are. I feel as if it is the aliens who have decided that we shouldn't know yet.
Yeah, but what if we know? We just don't know because we're currently human.
Well, that's a whole different level.
Oh, it's like the Gabriel's secret.
What's that?
What's that?
The little dent right here underneath your nose, right before you're born. Archangel Gabriel tells you a secret, and shh, and then you're born, and that's why you have this little divot here.
Oh,
What? Never heard of that.
huh. I've never. Yeah, I haven't. I've never.
Now you're thinking about it.
But do we all have the same secret, or does he tell us different secret to every person?
Well, I don't know. It's a secret that I'm not aware of. Apparently, I'll learn it when I die.
So did you guys hear like a few months ago they talked about like this galactic federation thing that were supposedly like it's like any federation, it's a group of different entities, some alien, and apparently there are human beings that are part of this federation where they decide upon like universal issues. And it's like there's like a base on like the far side of Mars or something where they all gather to have these like meetings.
Maybe that's what the Mars rover is. That's us attending the meeting.
Maybe.
Well, here comes Earth about 20 years late. Thank you for showing up.
No, 20.
Yeah, we're showing up in like via Zoom on the Mars rover.
Maybe that's the reason why we're trying to put people in Mars.
Well, I think that we just messed this place up so much. We just want to find another place to trash.
Yeah. I think
with all these storms happening, I mean, I feel like more and more every year. I don't even know what's going on with Earth anymore.
Oh, she's mad at us. She's like, bro, I gave you so much and you literally pooped on me. like get off of me.
It's so sad.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, right.
Maybe the aliens can fix it.
Maybe
they're waiting. So wait, you know how some moms, when they know their kid is up to something, doing something bad, they don't stop them right away. They wait until their kid gets to the point where they're really screwed to step in and like save the day. Maybe that's what the aliens are doing. They're like, they'll learn. Let's give them a chance. See what happens.
In the meantime, though,
they're progressive parents. They're like, oh, we'll let them guide themselves and see where they go.
Right. Yeah. But like,
we
can you just teach us things in the meantime?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, they want to see. They're sitting back and going, let's see what happens. And then once they get to the point where they're like, help, then we'll step in and we'll be like, well,
maybe they're the parents that are like, go ahead, touch the stove. Go ahead, touch it. Go ahead. You'll learn how hot it is.
Yeah.
So many possibilities.
You can't know until you've screwed up, you know? I mean, I'll admit, I think everybody did that growing up. Your mom told you, you can't do that. And what do? You do it because you have to learn the lesson the hard way.
100%.
We are the obnoxious tween of the universe.
Yeah, I could see that.
We are finally to the point where we're evolved enough to understand and develop things and potentially like comprehend what's going on, but we're not evolved enough to figure out when we're just like wrong or screwing up hardcore. Like we're just like that obnoxious age where you think you know everything, but you actually know nothing.
And then when they come to straighten us out, can we throw a fit and scream, I hate you. I wish we would never meet. Go up to our room.
Yeah, run away from home.
I do that at work sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah, I work from home, so when I do that, nobody's here to hear it.
I work with people.
You say that. It's such a weird. I work with people.
You work with other humans.
I work with other human beings. I don't blame the aliens.
I can't. Here's a thought. So if people believe in that humans can reincarnate, right? Can aliens?
I would think so.
What if they never die?
Yeah, what if they never die?
Well, what is reincarnation but just like the energy part of ourselves deciding to come back in a physical body, right? So I guess you have to ask yourself, these aliens, are they in a physical body? Or are they more in an energetic state? In which case, I would think any physical body would deteriorate over time.
I imagine, do you remember from the 80s, they had those like squishy snakes? It was like that liquid in a tube.
Yes.
Oh, where it's
I used to have
That's kind of what I imagine. I just imagine an alien being kind of squishy, but like, and hard to hold.
hard to hold.
Well, that's a thought.
Me? Maybe
No,
some
but like
are.
they would be like you know, like when you try to hold your cat against their will because you're like, I love you, and somehow the cat wiggles away. That's the alien. That's the snake. I don't want to do that hand gesture anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you bleeding afterwards like you would be with a cat that doesn't want to be held?
No,
Yeah, really.
it's just mush. I don't know. Like they no bones.
I think you and I have very different cats.
My cats have bones. I'm talking about the aliens.
Yeah, no, I know where you were going with that. I think there are certain, maybe. Again, this comes full circle. I'm fine with everybody's opinions everywhere as long as you're willing to say maybe.
Maybe. I agree.
I have more questions than I do an opinion.
That's okay. Ask the questions.
And they're weird, but whatever.
Well, I mean, that's what we do here. Weird.
Paranormal.
I am curious though, how much, if there is actually some type of like organized hierarchy to the universe in terms of these aliens, like, are there meetings held? Like we have like summits, you know, like global summits. Are there universal summits where they come together to discuss things? And maybe we're one of the topics, like, so what do you guys think about Project Earth? How's it going? Should we terminate it? Should we keep going? You know what I mean? Like, are we one of the topics that they discuss at an alien summit to be like, they're starting to get a little weird, guys. Like they have this pandemic and they just like refuse to stay home about it. Like
I could see it. But what if we're not the worst in the universe?
Could you imagine?
I'm just saying. Like, what if we think we're really that bad, but like we're really not?
Maybe.
Like, I mean, we're just attention, but there's a whole Saturday school planet.
Right? There's a breakfast club planet where you get all the like weirdos from high school that are sitting around going like making sandwiches out of like sugar sticks, you know? And we're here and we're like, and they look at us and they're like, well, they're not as bad as the breakfast club planet, but you know, they don't seem to be. I don't know why I keep changing my voice to make them sound like Valley moms or something, but for some reason I just picture them sitting around talking about us like this, you know, like I don't know about them. I don't know what's happening there. I think because I just watched Schitt's Creek a couple episodes. I'm starting to talk like,
oh my God.
Like Alexis.
Ill David, you know, like Ill Earth. Ill Earth. What's going on?
That was such a good show.
I know, I missed that show.
And then you have like another
like that chick from Parks and Rec that has like no expression whatsoever.
Which one?
They're like,
oh, Aubrey something. April. Yeah, in real life, I think her name is Aubrey something.
Aubrey Plaza?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where she's just always just like.
Yeah. She's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, she's there at the summit too. And she's going, kill them.
I would like to think they do. And if they're not having like actual meetings and they're still
zooming,
conversating somehow, you know,
telepathically over space and time.
Yeah.
Wait, Brittany, time.
Time. What if time only exists here on Earth? Can we talk about that?
Well, I thought time was a construct.
It is.
Yeah.
Not everybody understands that though.
Right. But somebody came up with it to keep track of stuff.
Right. So when you're in school and you have periods, so you know when to go to the next class.
Yeah.
I feel like that's time for Earth. Like the aliens are watching us being like, oh, they're in fourth period. Like they're okay right now. We'll check back in with them at recess.
Hashtag never ascending.
Never. We're like the Simpsons. We never graduate.
But like
we're just always the same.
A day on Mars is longer than a day on the Earth. The years are longer. Like Mercury's shorter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and it also takes 8 months to get to Mars.
Is it really that long?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how fast do you have to be going?
I think you just orbit the whole entire time.
No. Like to get from Earth to Mars, you're saying it takes 8 months.
Yeah.
But at what speed?
I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how fast you're going, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
You have to take in the wind velocity and the trajectory of the sun flares divided by.
Oh yeah.
So, have you guys? What's that old? Well, I'm saying it's old, but it's really not that old in comparison. From the 90s, that movie, is it Mission to Mars, where they go to Mars and they find like this alien base, and when they walk in, it's like this huge, like tall guy. Do you remember that?
I don't know.
The guy who played Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump, he was like the main astronaut guy.
Gary Sinise?
I've never seen it.
It's old school, but it like blows your mind when you watch it. Okay, so here's what we have to do. We have to put together a list of our favorite alien movies.
Oh, okay, I know too. All right, yeah.
Okay, but going back to the whole time thing, Interstellar.
Yes!
That warps your mind.
Done.
Have you seen that, Sabrina? Okay.
Oh, girl.
There's a whole list of movies I haven't seen.
So this one has Matthew McConaughey, and basically he travels through space, I guess you can say. And depending on the planet is how long time exists.
Oh, I think I fell asleep.
And he's trying to get back home. But like what's been a day to him on one planet, his kids are like full grown now. It's like a thing. And so the way like they end the movie is quite spectacular.
That movie touches on dimensions too.
Yeah.
Think about this.
Oh, yeah.
Where do the black holes go?
Well, yeah. Okay, never mind. I was gonna bring up a part in the movie, but you watch it. You watch it, and then what was that other one that you made me watch?
Me?
Yeah.
Contact.
Yes.
Contact with Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey. Oh, guys, we're on a theme here. So basically, we get like a signal from space that turns into like building this thing to communicate with aliens, but it doesn't work the way they think it's supposed to work, and everybody thinks Jodie Foster's crazy. It's like it's brilliant.
Because humans don't think. They knew we were going to do it and mess it. If you build it, they will come.
Both of those movies, though, really make you think. Like, you watch it and you're like, wait a minute.
I love the one line from that movie where she's talking to an alien, and he goes,
oh, is that the one that goes boop, 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 or something like that? No.
No.
But I like that. Do it again.
No.
No, and he says to her, humans are such an interesting species. Well, you're an interesting mix anyway. And I was like, whoa, what if we are mixed? What if we're like little mixed race alien babies where we're like combination of two different ones? And maybe that's why we're so limited, because like we weren't supposed to ever exist because we're like the combination of two aliens that shouldn't have ever
so we're like the recessive genes of both aliens.
Yes.
That's a possibility. Or what if our souls are of alien life form?
Yeah, that too. And maybe again we chose to come here in this lifetime because humans are so basic, we were like, let's see what it feels like to be clueless for a lifetime.
Gotta tell you, as a human being, I really don't feel good about myself now.
Oh yeah, no, we're awful. We're terrible in the grand scheme of things.
After this, I'm just gonna go upstairs and lay down and cry.
I'm gonna research after this.
Sabrina's gonna be in the fetal position, being like, "Why do we exist? Why do we exist?"
And I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
such a
I need the
disappointment.
answers.
And then Diane's gonna walk up to you and be like, "I love you, lick, lick, butt wipe."
And then she's gonna walk up to me and she's gonna be like, I have 5 pieces of food missing from my bowl. You shall fill it now.
Mhm.
And then she'll do it again at 5 a.m. Because she's
That's
taking
like
a nap to rest up.
What if animals
Mhm.
are of an alien life form? Like their souls?
I do feel like they know more than we do, and that's why some of them are just okay with things, because there's like, whatever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe they were given to us by the aliens to help us, and our brilliant minds were like, "I'm gonna eat it."
Yeah.
I was totally thinking of Ava at that moment, so that was just strange.
Yeah.
Well, we have animals here that we consume on the daily,
Because they're delicious.
Well,
Yeah.
certain ones, and it depends on the culture.
I'm
Not
sure
everybody
aliens
thinks
have come and eaten people.
Flight of the Navigator. I have heard of that movie, and I've actually never.
Wait,
never
was that
seen
the one where it was talking through the little kid's toy or something? Like the
I've never heard of it.
boop.
Is that the beep beep boop boop?
I can't Google it because I'm on my phone. Because
I'm
You're talking about
Googling it.
ET, are you? Are you talking about ET?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's AD phone.
Yeah, no, there's one where there's like a kid that has a game and the aliens are like communicating through the game and
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
her comment disappeared and I realized I was this close to the camera.
No, Flight of the Navigator tells the story of a 12-year-old who lives with his family in Fort Lauderdale, and when he awakens from being accidentally knocked out of the forest near his home, finds that 8 years have passed and his family is overjoyed to have him back, but just as confused as he is as to why he hasn't aged. And I guess aliens might have something to do with it. I think, Sabrina. I think I know what movie you're talking about. I actually own it. And is it one of these old school arcade games where he's like a space fighter, right?
No, it was more like a Simon game.
Oh, then no. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought I had an alien movie, but apparently I don't. Hang on,
I'm thinking of The Last Starfighter. And that movie's from like the 80s. But it doesn't have like the complexity of analyzing the existence of aliens as the other movies you mentioned. It's more of like a cheeky 80s movie where kid from Earth gets to go fight out in space because he beat a arcade game that the aliens planted here looking for like soldiers.
Oh boy.
I'm Googling.
Sabrina's getting all serious now.
Well, yeah, because I have to Google this. My computer's right here because
we're not getting into that. We're not getting into that. Yeah, but The Last Starfighter, for my fellow sci-fi nerds, is a pretty famous movie from the 80s. One of the original alien movies.
Oh, the 80s. Such a long time ago.
We've talked
Close
about
Encounters of the Third Kind. Wait, no? Yeah. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
which one? Isn't there more than one? He's been abducted and does time travel to get back to his real time. Oh, okay. Okay. So the aliens abduct him and now he's trying to get back to his time. That sounds like
sick.
It's a Disney movie, so it's probably on Disney Plus for those of you who have the subscription. So we should check that out. So wait, we've talked about how aliens could potentially be guiding us, helping us, visiting us.
Wait.
Yes. I wield the power
too
of
slow.
chance to magically transform any food into creamy, dreamy works of art.
I shouldn't be doing this right now. I'm sorry.
No,
What are you doing?
I can't. I don't know where the volume button is.
Are
Those
you?
who don't know, Sabrina is technologically not savvy.
I'm so stunted. It's ridiculous.
So
Yes. Oh my god, this is it.
What is it?
Ooh. I'll just flip the camera. Do you see it?
Kinda.
6 quavers, then pause.
Does it give you a name anywhere?
Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
It's a famous movie. It's a very famous movie about
Oh yeah,
it.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about. It started communicating with this kid's game.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were right.
I'm satisfied. Yes.
Yes.
I have an alien movie now.
Let's talk about the possibility of aliens not being friendly. You know, I'm talking about those movies, you know, like Independence Day,
Alien.
Alien.
I don't even know. I mean,
it's possible.
Yeah.
Just like people, there are probably good aliens and bad aliens, and some of the bad aliens might be looking at us being like, they're ready for invasion. They're really screwing the pooch down there, so we might as well take them now before they ruin the planet completely.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Don't know.
like I wonder if through our current like visitations, have we developed some kind of system to alert ourselves to people coming to visit, or potentially calling an alien friend for help?
Or if that like council really does exist, maybe they'll warn us if something's headed our way.
But what would we
Maybe.
do?
And here's my segue. Maybe the council is like the one from Harry Potter.
Ah, I see what she did there. This girl, she's never seen Harry Potter until now.
And now that's all she wants to talk about.
Because I have so many questions.
So wait, but what group are you referring to? Because there's a couple who had meetings throughout that series.
Right. No, I'm talking about the main council where there was just a mix of good and bad ones. They just don't know.
Are you talking about the like witches count, like the head witches council?
Yeah.
Okay, not like any that existed.
None
at
of the side
Hogwarts.
ones that broke off and.
Okay, you're talking about like the main government, like
right,
council.
like when Harry got in trouble for the Dementors and stuff, and then that nasty woman came in. You guys refused to talk to me about her
because you had to watch to experience it for yourself.
Yeah, we lived through this years ago. It's been years.
We are not going to spoil it. Like the whole experience of watching those movies is figuring these things out as you go.
Right. But I want to know now.
Well, now that you've finished, now you know.
I didn't finish. I still have to watch the second part of the last one.
Oh, Deathly Hallows?
Yeah, because I watched them with Rob, and even though I would love to go upstairs and just finish, I couldn't do that to him.
Gotcha.
I love those movies so much.
Not that I would be doing anything to him. He's probably like, thank God I don't have to watch another one. Because every time I'm like, let's go watch Harry Potter.
He's like, okay, I'll take a nap now.
And then no, I'm the one that falls asleep.
Oh.
Because I get up so early, I just go to bed so late. It's just, I'm tired.
Girl, when you go to watch these movies, just have a couple chicken sausages. You'll be fine.
So good.
For anyone who doesn't know,
she's another good segue. I love chicken sausage. Chicken sausage is the best.
Yeah.
Did you eat your chicken sausage, Gail?
I did.
Did it have fennel in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you
So
try my brands?
It doesn't matter the brand if there's.
Yeah, but if it has fennel in it, yeah, she's done.
Because I'm like one of those people that even if it's like ground up, I can still like. I hate it enough that I taste it. Even
that's
when
a strong taste, not for nothing.
And so many people put fennel in their sausage.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, back to aliens.
Back to aliens.
I wonder if they eat. Do you think they eat like solid foods, or do you think they just kind of like?
I'll tell you this much: I think they come to Earth to eat the pizza. I would.
They have to give us that. Our bagels and our pizza is stupendous, at least in New Jersey.
Guys, get out of here right now. They don't care about that.
They go to Japan for the sushi. They go to Italy for the pasta.
Pasta originated in China, I think.
Right, but I mean, Italy perfected it. They go to Italy for the carbonara.
For
Okay.
all we know, they get like nourishment from like the sun or something. I don't
They're
know.
solar powered. Oh. They absorb like vitamins to survive.
Especially the ones that never die. I mean, think about it. Like, why?
I just love to survive on sunlight and air.
Yeah.
But like
It's
that
the
leads
best
me to
diet.
question like what is your planet? Like where are you from?
Exit
Like-
7.
Of the universal
Yeah.
like highway.
They're all like, they've all got like Staten Island accents. Like,
Staten Island. I'm
all you
dying.
gotta do is take 440. It's fine.
If you've reached the sun, you've gone too far.
You gotta
That's
turn
so
back around. Make a left at Mercury.
Well, if they're listening, we clearly have so many questions.
You do. Like, do you like our pizza?
Reach
They
out
love our
to
pizza. They love our pizza. They love our bagels.
Hmm.
I wish we could interview an alien.
Maybe we have, and we just don't know it.
Maybe
We've
we're the
interviewed-
one.
We've interviewed some interesting characters,
That's true.
so maybe one of them is.
Brittany's gonna go back and watch all the interviews and try to find one that has like it blinks and you can see that real quick inner lid. That's
I'm
what
gonna
she's
be the
do.
quack out tonight with a flashlight trying to get a UFO to come near me.
All I'm saying is, if aliens are living among us and they know they're aliens and they're purposely hiding, you know they're going to these paranormal expos. You know they're one of those weirdos. So we
Well, 'cause
probably,
they're
at
probably
least
getting-
walked by one.
The pictures on the screen and they're like, oh yeah, it's my Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
Watch. They probably start things like the Moldavite craze and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
it was the meteor.
I don't know.
All I know is some people do not react well to it. Others do. I believe it's all how you use it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think that's any crystal.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
anything in life.
True.
Ask and you shall receive. But the ones that have received from that crystal don't like it.
Well, because you're gonna get what what you deserve.
Whoa.
Time's up.
What?
It's my
Grandfather clock.
yeah, it's like a deconstructed clock.
Oh, okay.
You don't hear it ticking in the background?
A
Oh, I
little
do.
bit.
Yeah, no, I do.
Boop, 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 boop. I couldn't help
Whatever.
it.
I knew it was a movie that existed.
It's just one that I've never seen. I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, it's something. It's like a Simon Says. You know, like the one that
We believe you. We
I love those.
100% believe you.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch
So-
it. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I mean, it was good enough for me to remember it.
Isn't there more than one of it? What was the movie that was redone in the past like 15 years? That's a famous alien movie that starred Keanu Reeves in the new one. Isn't that Close Encounters, or is that something else?
I have no idea. To be honest with you.
I'm going back to the Google. Keanu Reeves.
She just wants to look at pictures of Keanu Reeves, and I can't blame her.
Hey.
He's just such a good soul. If
Yeah,
they
he's
say
so
about
nice.
him is true. Oh no, he did the remake
doesn't
of
hurt either.
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh, never seen it.
We'd all die.
That's also another movie where it's like I think it was made before even Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and they redid it with Keanu Reeves, where he's an alien and he's like trying to help Earth, and we're basically just screwing ourselves. And
If he
he's
runs
like-
really fast, he'll start spinning it again.
That's Superman,
Oh,
where he flies the opposite way of our orbit and he turns back time.
that doesn't work that way.
In Superman, it does. Okay.
Okay.
So take it up with the DC universe.
I'm gonna write a letter.
Write an angry letter on your typewriter. Dear DC.
I'm gonna
Time
lick
is
my
forward.
stamp and put it on my envelope.
Yes. Yes. Do it. Do it, Grandma. Do
Yeah.
it.
I'm dying.
Tell them.
Literally.
Who's your Superman now?
Wait, I just had another thought. Okay, let's think about this. So you know how like we're operating on a specific dimension.
Yeah.
Okay. What if it's up to the aliens what dimension we are in?
Well, if they're controlling, like if we are that like little playpen Sabrina thinks we might be.
So
I-
technically,
100%. Yeah.
I literally think we're a science project. We are the lost Tamagotchis.
because apparently, like if you just like research this, there's people that are saying like higher galactic energies are like in like the 10th or plus dimension, and we're like what? I don't even know.
What if, like, when you do the science project when you're younger and you have to like water different plants with like different types of liquids, and we're just one of those plants that just got like the orange juice? Do you know what I mean?
I like that. I like
So like
that.
there's equal worlds that are thriving on the water. There's another world that's somehow thriving on milk. Then there's the orange juice, and then like then the Saturday school kids, I guess, that get the acid. I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe. Again, going back to my original point.
I'm sticking with the science project,
Maybe.
if you haven't guessed.
It's a good theory.
yeah, there's so many. Oh my gosh, we can go down so many different avenues with this. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
We could go down so many different black holes, not rabbit holes.
Look at you. Look
I
at you.
know. I'm using my brain today. It's fried.
So good.
Wait, I will say this. I have to bring it back real quick to Interstellar. I know you've never seen it, but you got to watch it. Whatever. Anyway, so when he was okay. He's on the one. It was either planet or a dimension, whatever, with the bookcase.
Okay.
The
Remember when he
what?
pushed the book?
The
The bookcase?
Yes.
She was put there. Remember?
Who
he
was? He was put there.
Matthew McConaughey was put there by the aliens for a reason. That with the robot.
Right, but remember, okay, so remember when he was there with his daughter
Yeah.
and they saw the book come out
Right.
and they thought it was a ghost, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, they were kidding around, but they were scientists, so they didn't really think that.
Right.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh wait, I think I know where you're going with this. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
where do you think I'm going with it?
Is it possible that when people now
Are ghosts the
experience
interstellar interdimension?
well, it's like when people have paranormal experiences now, is it possible that they are these like interactions from, other timelines that are crisscrossing? Is that where you were going with that?
Or do you remember that movie with Nicole Kidman? I think it's called The Others.
Yes.
Where her house is haunted.
Yes.
Turns out it's her.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you
Maybe it's
totally
that.
just ruined it for everybody.
It's been out for a long time. And if you haven't guessed,
Just
Gail, I have a
right.
history of destroying
But
things. for
that
people.
movie proves, or not proves, but goes off of the theory that they work off of a different but similar plane to being in the physical existence here on Earth.
Mhm.
So I could see that too. Because, like, how funny is that? Where, like, curtains were being closed, she was opening them, and she's like, who's messing around in my house?
Mhm.
That would be me, I feel like.
It just shows how you never know.
But what if we think we're interacting with ghosts sometimes, but they're other beings, like aliens?
Right? Aliens or ourselves at a different time.
And what if we have all these like soul fragments everywhere, right? Wait. But what if we're living all these lives at the same time?
Right.
So really, the soul fragments obviously are still a part of us, right?
Right.
But then, like, I don't even know where I was going with that.
This is why I'm so tired. If I'm
I
doing
was
all this
going
work in all these
somewhere.
directions.
Well, if for those who don't know where Brittany's coming from with the soul fragments, check out our Q&A with Ariel Willow to understand what she meant by that. Because she had a very interesting theory regarding past lives, soul fragments, ghosts, like where you could actually have a ghost of yourself existing now while you're alive, but you're also a ghost.
And like, I have so many questions with that because, like, how conscious is that ghost? Is it just residual? I don't know.
Maybe.
Guys, there's so many.
Okay, so we're gonna make a drinking game for people who watch our videos. Every time we say maybe, take a shot.
A shot.
Every time Sabrina strays off subject, take another shot.
Every time we say beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. You just drink the whole damn drink, okay?
Beep beep boop boop. That's it. 4.
So
Beep,
funny.
beep, boops.
Well, it's been over an hour. I think we've exhausted pretty much every avenue we could go down.
Yes. We hope everybody enjoyed our conversation regarding celestial beings.
And join us next time with our in-depth look into Harry Potter.
But I'm bum. But yes,
All right.
join us next time.
Join us next time. And yeah, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, you can find our links in our link tree, which you can find in our bio. And that also has links not only to our website, how to submit an inquiry if you're having a paranormal problem yourself, but also to our Instagram page, Twitter page, all the fun stuff, and all of our Q&As thus far. And don't fret, we have many more to come because Brittany just, is a beast and keeps booking them, which is amazing. So thank you everybody for joining.
Yes. Thank you.
you.
We love hanging out with you for our Friday night happy hours, even though we're not drinking.
And it always seems to be ladies' night.
Ladies' night.
Next time we are going to have to force Ronnie to be on the live.
We'll see.
He seems so thrilled all the time. You get
I hope
picked
he's
on
watching.
by all the girls.
We do pick on him, but you know what? He likes it. Come on.
It's attention.
Anyway.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Stay curious, everybody. Bye.
And stay weird.